Hi, my name is Mark Hugger, and welcome to this week's episode of Next Steps for Ambitious Beginners, Taking Tricks, and we are working on suit establishment. In particular, we started last week on working on hands in which we had 6 cards in one hand and 2 of the other of a suit, the clubs in this case, and recognizing that with 5 out against us, we can make lots of extra tricks. If they're breaking 3-2 and we have the means, we can take up to an extra 3 link tricks. Of course, it all depends on whether we can play the suit enough times. So on this hand, we got to 6 spades, and we get a trump lead. This is not the best slam, and this is not the best lead. But we'll see if we can do our best with it. The spades are ace, king, queen, jack. We have at least 4. If they're breaking good, we should get 5 spades, 2 hearts for 7. The ace of diamonds for 8. And 9-10 with the ace, king. So we would love to get 2 more club tricks. And the question is, how do we go about it? So here we don't have a lot of use for our trumps in the dummy, and the great fear of a bad split here, we might as well just see if we can pull them. We are going to want to trump. We're going to be able to make 3 leads, maybe only need to trump 1 club to set this up. And we'll pull the last trump here. So now we'll take our normal cautious step here by just ducking 1. All right, they both followed, so they're breaking no worse than 4-1. Now we can't afford to lose any more, obviously, because we have fast losers in diamonds. So now we'll go up, and when this shows out, we'll have to take the king of clubs, remember, because we can't lose 1, and that means that this guy has 2 left, right? If they broke 4-1, he's now played 2. So now we can use our last spade to rough out that club. He has 1 left, and obviously it will fall under the spell of the ace of hearts and bring home the club suit. So this was not all that hard if we're counting. And what we're going to see, what we're going to understand, is that counting is king, right? This is the most important thing. This guy's got 14 points, and he remembers somebody saying about upgrading with a 5-card suit. Forgot the part about it being a good 5-card suit. He opens 1 no trump, and they get to 3 no trump. And looks like we have 3 spade tricks. 3 hearts is 5. And clearly we're going to have some work to do in the diamond suit. Let's start by sticking in the 10. Clearly the king, queen of diamonds will get a 7, so we're really just looking for a couple diamonds. And there's no reason not to just simply start this with a low diamond. By the way, notice the 5-2 fit in clubs, and we did some work earlier on that, as you recall. Here, of course, a 5-2 versus a 6-2, we're going to take the 6-2 every time. Let's just duck 1. East makes the interesting play of the jack. Afraid of losing to the 10. I don't know why he's jumping up second seat. But he wins that one. That's all right. Get our seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and lead up the king. And there's the 10. There's the ace. But now only the 9 is missing. We have 4 diamond tricks. He switches to clubs, apparently going to grab his tricks before it's too late, but then leads the king of spades. So that one doesn't matter anymore. All of our diamonds are good. And we know that. Why? Because we're counting. This will fetch the last one. They had 5. They followed twice, right? And then somebody's going to show out here. Not counting to 13. We've talked about this before. Count distribution. We're looking for a 3-2 or 4-1. As soon as they follow to that second diamond, we know it's not 4-1, it's 3-2. And we're getting an over trick. So in 5 diamonds, and they lead their hearts. They have 9 of them. They have 10 of them, as it turns out. We have 1 heart trick, 6 diamonds for 7, the 8 of clubs for 8. We're going to need some club tricks, and we're going to need to get those club tricks without losing the lead. Now, why do I say that? Well, if I'm going to have to lose a club. Right now, as it stands, I have to lose a club, and I don't want to lose a club into East. If I lose a club into East, and the spades are sitting in West, say he has the ace, queen of spades, I play a club, lose it to East, and he's got bing, bang, 2 straight spade tricks to set us. So when you have these kind of holdings, these vulnerable kings, you need to control the lead. And we can do that here. We can leave West in the lead, which is going to give us a chance, and we've done this in the past, as you'll remember, to throw a club on that winner and thereby be able to play the club suit without losers. Save those 2 diamonds. I'm not actually positive I need them. And play over to the ace of clubs. Watch to see if they follow. Remember, we're going to need three clubs, so we're really looking for a 3-2. We'll throw away a club now and play another. And they both follow, right? So they only have 1 more out, the king, and we have 2 trips to the diamonds, hopefully pulling trump. Yep, sure, that's there. They broke 3-1, but we can catch the next one with the jack of diamonds. And there goes the king. And that pulls the last trump, and we now have 3 good club tricks. Now, that lead to the spade that could have worked, if we led to the spade for a trick, there's a couple problems with. First, it's only 1 trick, and we were looking for 3 tricks, right? So the spade really made no sense as a play for us, right? But here's what would have happened had we lost a club to East. Ace, queen in this hand. So be very careful with vulnerable kings. And when you're trying to set up a suit, if you have a vulnerable king, it very well might mean that you cannot afford to lose a card in that suit. And that was the key to this whole hand. Just duck the hearts once, and then you have the ace to throw a club on, and then you can play the clubs for a 3-2 fit, so that you can pitch all those spades that otherwise would have been a real problem for you. So here we get the 5 of hearts as a lead against 3 no trump. Now, we have a 6-1 fit in diamonds and a 6-2 fit in clubs. Which do we pick? Well, obviously the clubs, because East-West have fewer cards, and the hand with 2 can actually help us play a little bit better. Right? We're not just dependent on the 1 long suit, so entries are less of a problem. We have a spade trick, 2 heart tricks, 2 club tricks for 5, the ace of diamonds for 6. So it looks like we're hunting for 3 clubs. The heart is interesting, though. Notice that there's only the queen and 10 missing, and if this is an unfortunate lead that finds East with the queen, we can get it out with the 9. And sure enough, it does. And now we've got 3 heart tricks, and now we only need 2 clubs to go along with our ace king. Right? So now we don't need to have a 3-2 fit. We could even get by on a 4-1 fit. So let's start like we often do. I don't think I want to use I can't use the ace of spades. It's too big of a roll, and I really don't want to undo the diamond. So I'm going to start by just leading small to the 5. And East takes the 9. Watch those cards when they fall. Why did he take the 9? Why did he not lead back his partner's suit? So I think it's 4-1 already in clubs, because I don't think, if he can duck, I don't see why he wouldn't. Especially just to make a spade lead. Now, there is a problem that has emerged in the spade suit, right? Basically, we can't allow East to get in again. There's just too big of a chance that King Jack, or the King is in West and the Jack is here, too big of a chance that they can set up a spade suit. So they followed once, so there are, even if they break 4-1, someone only has 3. Let's see if they do break 4-1, and indeed they do. Think about this pretty closely. Right? There's 3 left. We don't want East on lead ever. Let's just go up and win 2. Right? West can't lead to the spades without giving us the queen. If they lead hearts, we're fine. If they lead diamonds, we can win them up there. So now, right, there's only 1 left. I'll prove it by playing the 3. Right? And now they have to lead to us. So this is just a matter of counting and paying attention to the cards as they fall. Right? And now we can play the 4 spades. Don't misclick on the 2. And now I bet you we're getting an over. Yes, sure are. We're getting an over trick. The 2 clubs are good. Not taking a diamond finesse. And the Jack of Hearts that was set up on the first trick lets us get an over trick. So, again, watch the cards. Be careful of vulnerabilities. See what you can do to avoid them. And so much of the time, that just simply means making sure that you leave the right hand on lead. Here we could do that by playing the ace and the king, and we're good to go, right? Because there's only 1 left. And we can lead up to that queen, and he has to lead to us. We get to an interesting slam. I mean, South has a fascinating hand, right, with a 6-5 or 5-6. Just 2 diamond, 2 minus cards, both covered by the dummy. But to make this hand, we don't want to be finessing. We want to set up that heart suit. So we're going to jump up with the ace. And lead a small heart, right? Just duck 1. And he plops down the 10 of hearts. I will take that and cross to the dummy to lead another small one. I'm a little concerned, though, of course, that East has no more hearts. And this lead proves that. Now, the fact that he roughs there, I mean, there's only one reason why he would do that, right? And that's because he wants to score his king of diamonds. Turnabout is fair play. We'll take it. So how do we proceed from here? West started with 4 hearts. They've been led twice. That means he only has 2. But we have a problem with East, because he's probably got trump still. So what we'll do is go ahead and lead a heart. We're going to work really high. So that'll bring down 1 of his remaining hearts. And now we'll pull trump. I don't think we're going to get a chance to play that queen of diamonds. Right? And now this fetches the last heart out of West's hand. We get 2 good heart tricks and a lead to the ace of clubs. So a very interesting hand. I like this hand a lot. That's enough for this week. The hands are getting a little bit more difficult, and I want to spend a little bit more time with them. without belaboring them. As you've noticed, I've tried to keep them quick and snappy, and we'll continue to do that. But we'll see you next week with some more 6-2s, I think, before we move on to some other stuff. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and write home and tell people what a good time you're having watching these videos. We'll see you.